Chapter 11, Ensnared. Okay. Is this when it's revealed that we're stuck here? Is that what the ensnaring is? I don't know. Susie never came back last night. I had to practice with a heavy heart, but all feelings of regret are forgotten when I see a sight I'd hoped to never see again. Couldn't talk him out of it. Doug! What?
Hey!
Surprise! I remembered it's school spirit day.
I'm seriously gonna lose it. Please tell me you at least washed that thing.
There's no washing machine.
Fair enough. We better get out there. When Doug runs off to join the drumline, I can hear them kicking up a big fuss. After stretches...
Dog!
Pick up your instruments. Time for our basics. Jesus Christ, Doug! Again?
Huh?
What?
You know what? No comment. Time for basics.
You're playing with fire, Doug. We need to be more careful around Mr. Wiley.
Ugh. What is wrong with Doug? Can't you try and inject some common sense into your boyfriend?
I don't know, I think you're enjoying the view. Huh! Oh, Susie! She walks by me without so much as a glance. Okay, then. I don't know what you want from us, Susie. Doug's apologized. Cadence has apologized. You're just being snippy for no reason.
Wow.
What was that about?
My boyfriend taking out her boyfriend like a rhino bulldozing a gazelle. That's what it was about.
And she's mad at you. That's pretty unfair.
She's mad at me because I defended Doug.
Well, what does she expect? He's your boyfriend. Anyhow, it's not like you're the one who caused Eugene to get hurt, so she shouldn't be mad at you.
Tell that to her.
I'm not getting in the middle of this. Just give Susie some space, and I'm sure she'll come around. In the meantime, if you need to let off any steam, I'm here.
I smile. I never expected to become such fast friends with Marion of all people. I wish I could enjoy it. Thanks, Marion. The same goes for you.
Be careful. I might take advantage of that. I have a lot of steam built up.
Get set!
Set at the start of Mercury. If we can't tackle this with more energy, we'll return to the same thing we were doing last night.
Searching for the missing pit instruments would be a mercy at this point. I'd better get up on the podium.
Cadence!
Doug! You changed out of your uniform, thank God.
Yeah, just for now, because my arms and legs were going numb. I'll put it back on for evening practice. I ran into Marion on the way back here. She said Susie's mad at you because I ran over Eugene.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's petty, really.
Oh, man.
I'm so sorry. I never thought knocking a guy out would affect my girlfriend's friendships. I guess I was only thinking of myself.
It was an accident, Doug. Don't beat yourself up.
I can't help it. I feel really bad about it.
If Susie saw him now, I doubt she could stay mad at him. I certainly can't. I forgive you. And I'm sure Susie will too, with time. Let's say we grab lunch now.
Doug! There you are!
Is something wrong?
Doug, come with me quick! The drummers are fighting and it's serious. Even I couldn't break it up.
That's not good.
I'll put a stop to it. Follow me.
What happened? Aaron takes off towards the lodge and we race after him side by side. He leads us to Drum and Drummer's room. The door is wide open. Just as Aaron enters, though, he ducks. At the back of my mind, I note the peculiarity of that, but by then it's too late. Doug and I sprint through the doorway together because we share one brain cell. Eee!
Ah!
My face smacks into something, and for a moment I think it's an invisible wall. Doug goes down, and I'm dragged down with him, disoriented. The door slams behind us. What is happening now? It takes me a few seconds to gather my senses and realize what happened. We've been had. Plastic wrap? Aaron, not like this. What's happening? Is this the ensnaring? Wait. Guys, what are you doing? Why are you yanderies? What's happening? Aaron looms over us. Well, what is that evil laughter?
Goodness, you're quite tangled, aren't you? Perhaps you should watch where you're going more often, Doug.
Is this for what happened yesterday? Why am I dragged into it? Drum and drummer stand behind him, laughing uproariously and taking pictures with their phones. The rest of the drumline appears from hiding places, chuckling and leering down at us on the ground. Their maniacal laughter pierces my ears.
Are you okay?
Ugh, it's all in my mouth and my hair. What kind of cruel prank is this? I'm totally disoriented. I try to untangle us, but only succeed in making it worse.
Here, let me help you.
Doug tears the plastic wrap off me with surprisingly gentle hands. Once it's off, he runs his fingers through my hair, patting it back into place. Then he stands up and helps me to my feet. What a great guy. We step outside, but the drummers follow us, jeering. I bow my head, cheeks burning as they mock us.
Look, I got the whole thing on video!
Cadence's face is redder than her hair.
I look away, flushing.
Sorry you got caught up in this mess.
Are you? Are you really?
You were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
You should have known I would come running with Doug. I'm the drum major. I would have wanted to put a stop to their fight.
Whoops.
True, but I wasn't going to spoil the prank for your sake. How did you do it? You stretched plastic wrap across the doorway so we'd run into it? Bingo. Now tell me what the lesson was. Doug, don't make me repeat the lesson. You wouldn't want that, would you? The lesson is to watch where I'm going.
Congratulations, Doug.
That's right. No more taking out innocent bystanders with your bass drum. Got it? Got it. Good. Now get out of here.
We get the heck out of there, eager to put the jeers of the drumline far behind us. So this is the punishment.
Man.
It certainly gets the point across.
Sorry you got caught up in that mess. Jeez, I sure have had to apologize for myself a lot lately.
Do pranks like that usually happen?
Yeah. Aaron sets traps for us when we mess up.
I think I finally understand why everyone respects him so much. They do everything he says out of fear of being pranked.
Yup. We're terrified of him.
He must have been the one who superglued the drumstick to the drummer's boys' hands to teach them not to bring their sticks to sectionals. What else has he done?
Let's see. Tanner forgot his music one time, so Aaron took all of his music and burned it. Tanner had to face the wrath of Mr. Wiley and Marion to get new music.
Whoa.
I heard that last year, Sophie let her drum get too dirty, even though Aaron told her to clean it before the first competition. When she didn't, he and the others covered it in pink glitter and those little shiny sequin things. She was so embarrassed. I heard Mr. Savage wasn't happy either.
So even Sophie isn't safe.
She's a member of the drumline. If you don't do your job right, you get punished.
You know what? I take issue with that. He doesn't have the power to do such things.
Don't say that or he'll come after you. I mean, they're pretty harmless pranks, really. He just aims to embarrass us. And I already do a really good job of embarrassing myself, so his pranks don't really get to me.
It just seems a little extreme, though. I mean, a big theme of Doug's route so far has been, like, standing up for people, right? Like, standing up for Pop-Tart, helping Pop-Tart out, standing up for Doug when he's uncomfortable when Felicity's flirting with him, standing up for Susie when unsavory comments are made her way. That kind of theme. I feel like if I'm gonna follow that theme, these pranks have got to come to an end. There's a better way to keep order than to rule through fear and maniacal yandere laughter, Aaron. As much as I love you, this ain't it, sir. I'm afraid I'm going to have to let Mr. Wiley know about this. It's only a matter of time before their pranks hurt someone.
But Mr. Wiley is kind of scary.
Aaron's kind of scary too. I'm sorry, but it's my duty as drum major. Imagine not having to live in fear of your section leader, Doug. You should be allowed to make mistakes without consequences. No one is perfect, you know.
You're right. Especially not me.
Yeah, it's one thing if you're, like, having a habit of running people over, but, like, the first time it happened? Sheesh. Well, Wiley, it's you and me. How are you gonna take this? I catch Mr. Wiley before afternoon practice and explain to him the actions of the drumline. I thought you should know. Pranks can get mean-spirited and often cross a line. Doug and I could have been hurt today.
You're right. That is unacceptable. I will be having words with Aaron and the rest of them. If they're so into pranks, I wonder if they're responsible for the missing pit instruments as well.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Can I speak up? That's not their fault. I have some respect for Wiley for listening to what Cadence said, despite the crazy stress he's put himself under. And being like, you're right, I will speak to them immediately. But I didn't consider the fact that he might now switch his suspicions to them. Good for us, I guess? I cringe. That's not quite where I was going with this.
Kids will do anything for social media clout. Maybe they destroyed the instruments as a prank. Perhaps I should start checking their phones for evidence.
That sounds illegal. Okay, I'd better get in position.
Don't bother. Rehearsal is canceled.
Band rehearsal is canceled?
Just for the afternoon. There are some students I need to interrogate.
Damn, it's that important. It's so important that Wiley has canceled band practice. I feel like I'm gonna fall over. Interrogate.
Evening rehearsal will be starting an hour earlier, so eat dinner now.
But we just ate lunch. He left zero room for argument.
Hey, I'm not complaining. Anyone up for badminton?
The band disbands. Wait.
Cadence, wanna come toss the football?
Maybe later, Doug. There's something I want to check on.
Can I come with you?
Okay, but you'll have to be covert.
Covered by what?
You'll have to be quiet and sneaky.
Dude.
Ooh, this sounds fun.
Where are we? Is this like the road leading into the camp? Or away from the camp?
What are we doing out here?
I want to see who Mr. Wiley is interrogating. It's gotta be about the missing pit instruments, don't you think?
Yeah, but no one knows about those but us.
There's one more person that knows.
Crop Top!
Huh?
I mean, Popcorn! Popcorn and Wiley are coming!
We both duck behind some bushes. Sure enough, here comes Mr. Wiley and Pop-Tart walking along the trail towards the cottage. Doug presses closer to me to conceal his body. I feel my breaths coming faster, aware of how close Doug is, but also painfully aware of how close Mr. Wiley is, too.
I know it was you who took the pit instruments.
I know it was you.
So there's no use hiding it anymore.
How do you know it was me?
So it was you?
No.
I was just curious what evidence you had. But since I didn't do it, you must not have any.
Wipe that smirk off your face.
Sorry.
I'm not done with you yet.
They continue down the path until I can no longer hear them. Only when they're out of sight do we remove ourselves from our hiding spot. Well, I think this is it, Doug.
It was nice knowing you, Cadence.
There's no way Pop-Tart won't tell Mr. Wiley. I don't know. Don't sell Pop-Tarts short. We spend the rest of break drowning in our nerves. When evening practice rolls around, I feel like I'm going to throw up. Oh! Hello, sir. My voice comes out as a squeak.
Cadence?
Yes? He turns and walks away. Oh, that was just a greeting. Ugh, the suspense is killing me. If he knows the truth, I wish he would just say it already.
Sir.
Mr. Wiley, did you find the pit instruments?
Shut your pie hole, Clark!
Ugh.
I mean, I'm sure Mr. Wiley would have told us if he had. For now, we need to focus on practice. And what a practice it is.
Pit? Run a lap.
Are you kidding me?
Really? I thought we were past the...
Run 2 laps. And if I see anyone talking or making mistakes they shouldn't be making, they'll run a lap too.
Eek!
Drumline, why are you resting back there with your drums on the ground? Pick them up! On second thought, put them down and run a lap!
In that instant, Doug goes to pick up his bass drum. He bends down, and...
Oh, man.
Timing.
My pants! Hey, Doug. Nice undies.
So you're a boxer kind of guy.
Whoa.
Pineapples. Nice.
Felicity... That is a nice pineapple.
Dog!
Yeah, go change right now! Put some pants on! I swear, you've caused more trouble than Tom and Peter combined this past week.
He doesn't even know the worst of it.
Oh, come on!
You hear that, Peter? We need to step up our game. Challenge accepted.
Dog!
Go! And when you've returned, 3 laps!
Okay.
I'm going!
I would solve it! I would solve it! Ah!
And Spirit Week is cancelled!
After 10 minutes, Doug returns in his usual attire, but he instantly gets to running laps. It isn't long until half of the band is running laps, while the other half is waiting on the field for them to get back. I stay quiet for the first 2 hours of this, but on the third, I decide it's time to speak my mind. Excuse me, sir. Can I talk to you?
What?
What is it?
Doesn't this seem like a waste of energy, Mr. Wiley? We should be working on the field show. Running this many laps seems rather... pointless.
Pointless? So you think discipline is pointless, do you? What else do you think is pointless? Ripped leg muscles? Band? Do you think band is pointless, Cadence?
Oh my god, no! Forget I said anything. There is only one more day of band camp, so what's wrong with working everyone a little extra harder, right?
One more day?
To my surprise, a smile unfurls on his lips. Yep, it's time. Mr. Wiley leaves my side to grab his megaphone. Then he rides up the scissor lift to tower over the band. Their tired expressions fill with curiosity.
I have an announcement to make.
Please say practice is over.
Band camp has been extended. Indefinitely.
We're going past 9?
No! I'm not talking about tonight. What I mean to say is...
You're not leaving here.
What?
I said... You're not leaving here. Not until the show is perfect. And not until we find the missing pit instruments.
I expect the band to react somehow. to start whispering away as they normally do when Mr. Wiley is speaking. But there's dead silence.
And let me tell you, it is far from perfect. You're going to stay here until it is, and don't even think about trying to leave because you can't.
Don't lie to me.
I know one of you is lying to me. One of you is standing in front of me right now with a perfectly innocent expression on your face, but I know you know where the pit instruments are.
Stay strong, Cadence. Don't say anything. You're far past the point of no return by now.
Why don't you just tell me where they are, huh? I promise I won't be mad. And in fact, maybe I'll even let you go home early tomorrow. How does that sound?
No one says anything. No one even moves.
Fine. Have it your way. We'll stay here until we know the truth.
Let's go.
Now take it from the top, and let's show some hustle!
I barely pay attention to practice after that. Same with everyone else. They just go through the motions, still in a state of shock from what Mr. Wiley said. I want to believe that it's a joke, but after his erratic behavior, there's no way it can be. If it is, he'll tell us at the end of practice. Please. It's gotta be a joke. Practice drags on until 9:30 p.m., but no one complains. Even when Mr. Wiley calls for a huddle, it's still silent. And stop.
I want you all to get plenty of rest tonight. Now that you know the rest of your summer is at stake, maybe you'll work a little harder tomorrow.
So, it was a joke?
Promise.
Do I look like I'm joking? I meant what I said. You'll all be staying here until this show is perfect.
So, it's not a joke. This is really happening.
And you should know that if something happens to me, you won't be getting out of here. I'm the only one who knows the code to the electric fence. And the guy who drops off all the food won't be stopping by either, since I'm the only one who's got his number. Understand?
There's no response, though I think everyone understands just fine.
That's it. See you tomorrow.
He melts into the shadows without sounding us off, leaving the entire band standing in a daze. There's a foreboding feeling hanging in the air. Some of the younger members are even crying. Can you believe what just happened, Susie? Oh my god, what are you, 3? Fine, be angry at me at this point. She leaves, still not talking to me, even with everything that's happening.
Oh, man.
I can't with Susie. Is this a theme? Is Susie going to be mad at Cadence every route? Is that just a constant?
Today sucked. I can't believe my old uniform ripped.
He looks so defeated. It was way too small anyway. I mean, Doug has his priorities. I am sorry about your uniform. I silently put my hand on his and watch his eyes soften and his frown vanish.
Cadence, you always know what to say.
But I didn't say anything. Anyways, I guess we should count ourselves lucky that you-know-who didn't tell Mr. Wiley anything. He who shall not be named.
Voldemort?
Hey!
Doug, don't you know you shouldn't speak his name?
Maybe we should stop having these conversations in public places. You think? Doug walks me back to my room while the rest of the band members depart for their quarters, still whispering nervously amongst themselves. There's a strange feeling hanging over Camp Bearpaw. It no longer feels safe. And even though I've walked this path home every night, my surroundings are different. Darker. Unfamiliar. Doug? I'm scared. Strong arms wrap around me. I try to take comfort in his embrace.
Everything is gonna be okay.
You can't say that for sure.
We still got tomorrow. Maybe Mr. Wiley will change his mind and let us go.
But we both know he's not going to find the missing pit instruments. Not until we say something. And if he won't let us go because of that, it's almost like we're the ones holding everyone hostage.
That's not true. You can't blame yourself for this.
Even so, I just don't know what to do. I'm terrified. Doug squeezes me against his chest.
I've got you.
As long as I'm around, you'll be safe. Okay?
Okay. Just don't go anywhere. Promise?
Promise.
Please don't be flags. Death flags or otherwise. His hand brushes through my hair once. Then he lets go.
Good night, Cadence.
Good night, Doug. Even inside my room with the door locked and the curtains drawn, I don't feel safe. I wish Susie was here. I curl up in bed. I can feel my eyes growing warm with tears, but I blink them away and reassure myself that everything will be okay. Just like Doug said it would.